What are those sounds? They're like the last mumblings of a mortally wounded badger. There's nothing you can do. It's like your lips have been glued together.
Everything in order, detective? As in, no, everything is not in order? Can you give me a negative, detective?
Is everything all right? Is he trying to say something?
It seems he's lost his words. A case of momentary aphasia, it looks like. In any case, a change of subject might help.
This isn't going to work. Maybe there's some other way you can prove yourself to them?
Some other way? If you're not much of a reader, why are you so dead set on joining this reading group? God, it's so pitiful watching a grown man beg. I can hardly stand it. But to be perfectly frank, I just don't see it happening.
Steban, a moment.
What? Really? You're saying... But there's no way... Uh-huh. Yes, okay. I am listening.
A note of real uncertainty in his voice.
All right, gendarme. Comrade Ulexes and I have conferred about it, and we've come up with an alternative way for you to convince us of your commitment to the group.
The young man gives his companion an uncertain glance. The companion nods his head vigorously.
I want you to hit me.
Doesn't have to be a hard hit. Just enough to leave a mark. The idea is to show Maurice and those other traitors that we are the only reading group hardcore enough to tangle with the RCM.
This is what you've been waiting for. Time to lay his little punk ass out.
Ah, so we are beating the youth now. That's an unexpected development.
The lieutenant looks at you, then at the young man. He seems to be giving your question serious consideration.
Speaking as an officer of the RCM, however, if one were to strike a civilian, which again I would never recommend, one should at least follow the RCM manual's guidance on non-lethal strikes. It advises officers in physical altercations to rely on the open palm strike, as opposed to the backhand in non-lethal situations. I can't recall the exact explanation, but it has something to do with the kinetic energy stored in the elbow. Basically, you are less able to control a backhanded slap, and therefore more likely to cause serious injury. At the same time, this is emphatically your thing, so do as you will.
Well, gendarme, what are we waiting for?
There's no what if, because I won't. This is your thing, remember?
As with all applications of violence, the key is the appropriate amount of force exercised with absolute control on the part of the wielder. The young man staggers back into the couch, eyes agog and momentarily dazed, but not seriously hurt.
Not the best look for the RCM, but I suppose it could have gone worse.
Steban? Are you alright?
No, keep it. I feel great, actually. Perhaps we should tangle with the gendarmerie more often.
That would be the sweet endorphin rush. You've granted him a natural high, at least until the hurt sets in.
Yes, this worked out quite nicely.
Okay, gendarme. You've earned your place. Welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez.
Too strong, killer.
Steban? Can you hear me?
Good God, detective, what's wrong with you?
You're both lucky you didn't shatter his cheekbone. He may want to count his teeth before he goes to bed tonight.
Sorry? You nearly took my fucking jaw off.
You think you can hear a slight popping sound as he moves his mouth.
It seems the face of violent reaction has revealed itself.
All right, you maniac. Let's see if you can use your brain as well as you use your fists. Here's your first assignment.